So the kiwi is not just working on its two little baby leaves anymore. It's working on three down below on a separate branch, and then two on the top. It's making massive strides. And that's not the only tree that represents relationships and growth in situations. The holly was our soul tie tree. It represented things with another connection. And that one is growing new branches everywhere. It's fruiting out. It's flowering. It's from every spot that it grew a fruit and a flower. It branched out with new leaves. And this particular tree has been holding on to the old leaves for a really long time. Didn't want to let them go. But it's finally ready to shed off the old and start new. And there's something symbolic here about we planted the kiwi originally around April, May, somewhere around there. And then when the squirrels dug it up, we had to replant it. It's a new entry, a new chapter, a new book, whatever. But it's not the same as it was last year. The holly isn't either. Both of these connections, both of these situations, these trees have evolved. They're becoming different. Different versions. Maybe they're awakening to the purpose of it all. Not that they're becoming different. Maybe the connections aren't even changing. Maybe it's that they're awakening to the truth of the matter, changing perspective, understanding the bigger design. And it's happening with the oak too. The oak is also starting new branches, doing new things, a different foundation from what we had last year after it was damaged badly right around this time. You see the theme here? It's rebirth, phoenix energy. This is a new book, a new story. It's not the same old shit. And all three of those masculines that were connected to those trees, they didn't quite understand the connection before. They didn't quite get it. They didn't quite see how everything connects. They didn't quite see their role all the way, or where it was all leading. But the fact is, none of this was my plan. It was Spirit's. All of these cycles and situations and growth and lessons for both people involved. In all three of those situations, it's the divine tapestry at work. Faith in motion, growth and spirit, all of it acting together, acting through us. Spirit understands everything perfectly. And the very first step in understanding Spirit's will is being open to whatever they send your way, is to being open to learning every lesson that they send your way, and not expecting it to look one particular way. I'm being guided to bring up when things have been predicted on this road in any of those situations, they're variables. They're things that could happen, things that we're seeing in order to spur us, in order for Spirit to get us to take action. They show us things, right? But none of those are ever a guarantee, and we know that. And we adapt and change our goals and our visions based on what Spirit shows us and what they want us to do. It's ego for somebody to think that we're steering the ship. It's ego for somebody else to think that we are single-handedly making the decisions and perceiving them incorrectly because of blah, 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 you know? At the end of the day, what they think you think is a projection of how they feel about themselves. It's their own insecurities being projected onto you based on how they feel about you. Not what you actually are, or not what you actually think. And Spirit positions us in ways that highlight the areas that others need to heal. Just like they position others in a way that highlights where we need to heal.